They are also telling you say Ibrahim Mahama na ni nua president ono so kra heavy duty equipment and the bagana has all the beya kwan their BCC ono so when duty otua 44 DAP checks o sign check no na odema general na wa clear ni goose no clear ba the goose na den eko o yes 44 NPP ababre so eno muhu no say juma wodi no obi ankoche no Ibrahim Mahama irokwa anche no NIB then BNI anche no Ghana police here di anche no what they did ne say oye Ghana ni we businessman we juma Ghana for no afom enti tua tax na wa sign 44 DAP checks ankle no tua na fa on video ko na kwaye wajuma nobody Ibrahim Mahama wasn't arrested.
Okay, kwa
yes I want to me
that checks no what's the attacker 44 but my dream baby be so my cross check so the verification is here GR4 ebe can 70 bi almost in 44
na na saying
24
wow
it's my main kind story no
okay onti odie 24
but kwaku I say we 2017 yeah if we are in 2025
8 years
5 plus 8 years
yes
ebi nkofo nkai my main kind story
mami ko
and the story where dated 25th April 2017 was that the Ghana Revenue Authority has explained that businessman Mr. Ibrahim Mahama issued 24 checks and not 44 as been reported. The checks were to pay for duties on equipment and vehicles he imported through the Tema port in 2015.
Okay.
Through his two companies, MBG Limited and Holman Brothers, he imported the heavy-duty construction equipment and vehicles into Ghana in 2015 and entered into an agreement with the GRA to spread payment of the import duty over some months. According to the GRA, the checks, 24 in total, 12 for MBG and 12 for Holman Brothers, were for monthly installments from January 2016 to December 2016. In a radio interview as a perfect question, said Mr. Robert Mensah, an national commissioner at the GRA in charge of communications, clarified, quotation, when the January check was presented, we found out that the checks, the accounts were closed. When the January check was presented, we found out that the accounts were closed. Mr. Mensah said, and added that from February to December, they did not present the other checks. They are censored and a thought process. So,
even account to close, no one say account ni nyejuma closed, and so on the check of that account, etroma GRA for, edi yinifidi, edi koye. That is Ibrahim Mahama. John Mahama duya. In 2015, nani nuya and the president. Obian kanahwe NPP ba bemono, ni NPP ye ne say. Omo kan say ontua sika no na onfa ne hunyo Ghana businessman ko
na ni na ye 12.7 million
Ghana cedis
me bat boy scanner ekofo na mo say business na honorable chama ekwaje no ba mo scanner
8 million
7 million Ghana cedis
oh yeah me ba ho enti ka se ka na mo ka say wontumi akra a wantua duty a Ibrahim Mahama wa yebi pen ebiem yase wontumi akobo bank besia so de kodua buru ena ontuaye me pacho ye wa Ghana hayi ye te se bank bi the merchant bank ye te se businessman bi ekobo obesia wo ho ema bank ni guye ema ye ton de ma 40s for ye te se 40s ni kra no related to nkrofo bi e wa ndisi aban ni mu me pacho businessman ben ekobo obesia o merchant bank guye
no those
it is alleged say Ibrahim Mahama kan ho
but the company no
yeah the company na ekobo obesia
but nanyi wo no
okay so the company and ekobo obesia e wo merchant bank ema merchant bank guye ema ye ton de ma 40s for me wa in fact there is another bank UT bank so Ibrahim Mahama yi ajata cement ekobo bank wo ekobo obesia wo UT bank and ko na about 50 something million e de ko bi ajata cement ema no so bank no eguye enso obi ankochi Ibrahim Mahama obi anche no because oye businessman ekobo besia that's bre na okobo besia o de BBC ano enti bi nerusi ano se besia na anko yi a
eno no
ye di kan ye chi company no ye chi company no edu ba bi ansa ne yakoye PS in the view ne yakoye nipa o company na chi ne ayeyi nti so obi koji bank besia de koye adwuma na adwuma na anyeye na eboka
The DJ General
and a bank no
DC can.
Any or no nasem, and ya buying a quachino, Rambo styling. And quite do be a modibo to me biano, a biasida, and fortunately no, President Mahama, Ninuya Ibrahim Mahama, and a Sani Manina, a fan of home, bra, a wabem.
Memory story,
but you reading.
All right, so sorry, we dated 7th November 2020. We GNA, Ghana News Agency, Ghana Funina News Agency.
What's it saying?
High level of non-performing loans, thievery by some staff collapsed my bank.
Okay.
Kofi
Amoabeng.
Now, Yenti was say former CEO of defunct UT Bank, Prince Kofi Amoabeng says the high level of non-performing loans contributed significantly towards the bank's collapse. He added that as of TV by and Ototo, so by my copy relevant quotation, no, Emma was say, wow, goodness. My copy relevant quotation, Emma was say, okay, my she be minion, was saying, when asked whether or not he anticipated takeover, I knew the babe was saying, when asked whether or not he anticipated a takeover due to the non-performing loans, Mr. Amoabeng answered negative, saying, I knew the baby was sick to the point that I had to step out for another person to step in as CEO to restructure it. This go fiam Amoabeng no judge man. What retirement? No, he said money egu. High. I wasn't expecting the baby to die because of the brand we had created and the impact it was having on the national issue. Mr. Amoabeng cited loans, including the ones disbursed to Ibrahim Mahama's Jata Cement Company, and failure to pay it as some of the reasons that caused trouble for the bank. However, Mr. Amoabeng said that he never regretted his decision to advance such a huge loan facility to Jata Cement, which belonged to former President Mahama's brother. And now,
it's where you Kofi Amoabeng na Eka say. If I just want to publish a story with Ghana News Agency.
Not the last one was it on promises by former President Mahama to return collapsed banks to their owners if he wins the December polls. Mr. Amoabeng said such promises were not feasible, saying such promises are only good for the years.
Okay. Enti abusia asem wa ye kan se car and amusi win to media Ghana and went to a duty so to Ibrahim Mahama wa yebi obi anche no se bank besia and amusi win to me akobo and a won to ya Ibrahim Mahama na onim de wom he won to media no na the party MPP na wa ben.
Yes,
by Ibrahim Mahama na ne bra and a president e wo Ghana.
Yes,
enya party keko ne bra na nkasa blood na no ye president e wo Ghana. MPP ba ben mu no ya mo Ibrahim Mahama memuduem
dabi
MPP ni bia ni hono mo a okwachi Ibrahim Mahama because Ibrahim Mahama a businessman oye na adwuma na se adwuma no ba mfo so a ye wo de mra na ye den ye de mra na eka ye de mra na eka but another yasi wuntumi enso ye businessman no ono de in the course of doing the business no yasi wa ye bibi eti bibi a wa ye no ene ye ntwe na bo so ye mfa ne ko se yoko ye ko esi eti bank wuntumi po de se bank na mu ye eze bank agu
ana na bank
Jata Cement Bank bo se na 54 million Ghana cedis
ye no ye fa de
Jata Cement e wo UT Bank no saying
302 million Ghana cedis.
302 million Ghana cedis.
302 million.
But you want to media now? What you as in bank? 7 million Ghana cedis. Eti wa wo hwe nia e koso yi a. Ibrahim, eti na na no pa wo ka say. So obi ya mo behihye no a say ye Ibrahim Mahama.
You see, yes,
because ne bra Rajo Mahama by 2029 na we win adwuma as president no ko. Yenim say 2028 election NDC be lusu MPP be win this election no ono na wo business e wo Ghana ha sei enti eso otimi ka kire ne bra ne say even if se wontumi kura ye bone a momma emra kwan so na emra no enyini boko sadia MPP di yesedu agungu MPP di yopuni a omugina court wa 8 years men DC aba ma betwitwa nsem mu no momma emra ne nini na ekọ say dia And the action will become 30 will become the action and so will become pa. That's right. Mammy, go on then I will tell you, Bibi Abana.
Oh, that story, Nana. Mammy Cassie was saying in December 2013, Major Online reported that then Vice President Mahama sat in a June 2012 meeting with board members of Merchant Bank over his brother's defaulting loans. Ibrahim Mahama's engineers and planners, Ibrahim Mahama's engineers and planners company had a $38 million loan debt. Dollars, yes.
Those days.
Yes, which constituted 30% of the struggling bank's 50% non-performing loans.
Wow.
It's not bank, no?
It's a bank non-performing loans in Nina, 30%. Not Ibrahim Mahama.
Engineers and planners.
Ibrahim Mahama per se. Now, the company, IFN engineers and planners.
Yes.
Okay.
Serious. And some of them car, some of them. Me information kakra me nya chese car no kra na chairman to ne Ghana. Enti what auto cars
na cars ye che obitum ho. Anya no ane say mo so okay duties e wo ho duty ho eni ese ni
say one tua duty ya che betua anasa car no ya je say ne no
yes
enti say nipa no car na ntwifa mu die na mo ka say wa anya duty na mo hia na ya je car no ya nchinu ntum enti charges bi ho amode ebo nipa na ma hwani e kakra de ya ne deputy attorney general na ono no obo ne charge wo social media so no
ya no se nya se be ni
oba e onwa attorney general no ba department ni pa hwe ho sisi ano sisi o stock in trade no
social media
assembly aba esi edikan ba begu nipa nanimu ase esani ya waye bone wa kan nyina sakra na nipa na kokot because oma ye kwabere dubu ahin bi oma ye other former appointees ni bi and a special prosecutor he has almost pronounced Kenoforiata guilty ansana odene beko ansana Dr. Justice Srimsai enso so kwa ode untumi fasui se eduba bi a ya because Attorney General de wajuma court na oye no enyi media mu
and this a card yes a car no pa can charges no a omo be nwanwa se a car no can charges no a ebe nwanwa because obi atwika afemu a eno ase customs for hia na GR for no waje car no eno anu no and e beka se betua duty and ase be ocean ye ocean car no so a first person ye ma no chance so be sa beto sa car no eye de age car no free no enti o se on pa na ya ocean mamanfo enti e de ni ko car se wa kraka e na wa ntua duty e na fine ko se yin oh de mo ye nyina na ya ni nyina kwa besisu se de mo ye am ye hunu se we tema wuntumi ni mota no ya bo ni tirimu po ye tirimu po se ye be ye ni sei enti wo de mo miampa charges ahoro bebre fangunu so na ya ntete no basa nyame pe se obefiri we nyina mo afi onwu
asante pacho prepare honorable titles global video na anopa de send me no na ye bo e be bo afanyuma kende na ka oni ye bie phone lines kakra na ye ne tie phone so edi enkomo ntimpacho prepare honorable titles video no mami okay that's it
enti dia mo de ye no se we abadwe ma now so wo Ghana ha now what the other side of the divide now so we ni age a ese usu because se we asim ko na wie ye ni nyina to a eya de ne aban sesan beba
na obi kan se ndc mrante no pese fere so kwa che a o church nsimu na ni abre din nti a ya maba omi akran ko hu ntumi no na me ka che ne se ono 78 million Ghana cedis na e de man as budget onipa ba ko ni shamima muslim so mu no on budget no me se on fata prata nsin chen oyi 1 cedi no abato oyi 2 cedis no abato because that be ba obebu hu akonta and Rambo style na de chi ntumi no on be che omu nyina so sa asante aye krado a yen konkohwemnia na kwa mitewia the first any kojo ansa sasreku anope ewie me chiamo me anopa bofo
is that a promise of retaliation if government change power?
Anything if it's retaliation what won't me leje bomadesani won't me je bomadesa. There are people. I was in parliament for 2 terms. Haruna Idrisu, Nilante Vanderpoy, Amako Fibua, there was MPs who were taking double salaries. I know for a fact that when government had wanted to prosecute them, our own MPs, our leadership, have to go and plead with Mr. Akufo-Addo. So please, we know how democratic you are. They've all erred. Leave them. And Mr. Akufo-Addo agreed. For the sake of peace and sanctity. You understand? When Ibrahim Mahama signed those checks, you remember? Those checks that he signed, he cleared goods from the port, and the checks that he issued, well, didn't go through. That alone, they should have held him before court. When we came to power, we said no. He's a businessman. But please, arrange and go and satisfy whatever debt you owe and go and do it. Why didn't you take my brother Ibrahim to Yoko? Why didn't you help him to police? But we believe that we'll build a country together. The fact that he had problem with his church that didn't go through for those monies to come to government. He said, look, find a way and pay back. And he did pay. That is how you build a country. But because you want to me, it's a political phase. So you want to use that opportunity to persecute him, to calm him down. I can tell him down. I can tell you, Hundumi spirit is as high as this.
No. Yet remember that President Akufo-Addo said that look, they have committed a wrong. The double salary issue. He gave them an opportunity to pay back. Many of the extremists in the MPP said no, they should be prosecuted. That was a straightforward case. I don't want to mention it. But a lot of the leading NDC MPs who were ministers were caught in that web. Akufo-Addo said no. Why prosecute that large number of political class? No, it's not right. In any serious democracy, look at certain consideration. So what will be the gain if Aaron Idrisu, Ama Kofi-Boa, Mahama Yarega, and all others were thrown into jail? It was a straightforward case. Right. You've been paid double, you've taken it. We could have read dishonesty in it. We could have read fraud. But the government said no. So I don't want anybody to create the impression that this government is out there to attack its opponent. Perhaps, if the extremists allow space, there could be backroom engagement. There could be discussions to look
at the time. Na oye majority leader and na oni Elton John Bruby sa interview na omote say honorable Titus Global so ekasai confirming say they know them. He also mentioned names. Honorable your friend is saying Haruna Debi Afenyuma so ebubudin na number. Can you imagine say Anka MPP prosecuted 32 members of the NDC and Anyankola and Pennyfor or the different bank account Eco Parliament, not the different bank account Aqua Bemu. No, Ajiha sa for 4 years. And yes, Kaketwa. But another Akufo-Addo say, o mining kanko MPP MPs. And the DNM Eco Patch or Momo, and the Muachum. Now, we are by yes, you Yankee na deputy speaker no. Ye MP no. Eti was say, Munfanko court. Now go on, me say about 10 ministries, any agencies or Ghana ha. By the time John Mahama abemud bekwe no, se scandal amaho amankrofo anko jila. Na John NDC amabemu.
Ebiane so ma na institution ni ho.
Me say se scandal ambaho amiyan chioma na ndie na John Mahama wa amabemu. And we are waiting for that day. Mami mi ahoma na kakra na eti for emrem.
How to use the laser home kit. First, apply the gel directly to the tooth surface as demonstrated on the video. Second, connect the light to your phone using the USB provided. Leave the light shining on your teeth for 16 minutes. Fourth, rinse your mouth and the mouthpiece with water, cold water. And lastly, smile. Using the toothpaste separately. Brush twice daily with the toothpaste. Bear in mind, this product is not suitable for pregnant women, breastfeeding mothers, and children under 18 years old. Enjoy!
I am so we pay a sifita structure of what ye.
and the enough for Hokodom unique laser whiten. Any tea stains, coffee stains, smoking stains to be a unique laser whitening product. Ebe yini nyina free summer kama. The oyan is so befraying. I was 07999792330. Unique laser whitening or say Muni Seso.
Abone fonti. I was so more bumble here. Na me papa mu de. Pro Technologies. And me come from my Ane Pro Technologies. We are specialized in both sales and installation of CCTV cameras. Yes, on ESA install CCTV cameras in the Sour Ghana and NASA brochure. Now fear Ghana. Now beso CCTV camera installation. We need Pro Technologies. And then so yes CCTV camera installation, electric fence, automated gate, access control, video doorbell, and our intercom, and our satellite TV, home theater, so we pay biato, and our water, and our person install them out. Pro Technologies. And our software. Na so. Say fidye nyina from America bochime ndi sene papa na opedia man nwene ho na ne bo nso da form ne ye general construction so pese si ufie di mawo say ya bansoro dentia so wa hyase na pese ewie di bawo ana afa na pese si di mawo no woni en eminsa woso ne de wo mu ne se ye no nyina ne wa bochime mu ha ene branch e wa Ghana na eni mo bra wo bre ndi so sika fa ensem a sro bia nim wo dad da e dem bi apese osi play bia. And when she saw here solar power, and a bamba house and same the idea, only Pro Technologies, and Miss our so, yes, smart home, a bathroom video be a person show fee, and now intercom, a bihujuma, and yes, fancy interior decoration, yes, you fee na mouth, and now what you fee, now perceive CC what the mawo, say a your office, your picture who neat, near your car tracker, and a GPS, I'll bet media track your car, be a car and then be a bit my hair, a wolf phone so, and register what film video be, now who can first install it, and now the settings, ye bay a your Ghana office ewo Ashie Adenta Dodo Road yene CBG ene di animhwe for information or WhatsApp +1 401 75 70 300 and +1 401 69 92 254. Pro Technologies. Customer satisfaction is our topmost priority.